Good morning, good night, good midnight. What's up, everyone? Can you hear me? DCL blogger. Another NFT daily stream. Let's do this. Here a bit early this morning. Was able to get some good sleep last night with the baby sleeping. So, can you guys hear me? I'll wait for your comments so you can hear me. It looks like the audio is working. Let me know if all is good. But sweet, awesome. Yeah, early start today. We got a few minutes till the stream starts, but I thought I'd jump on because I was literally just sitting here looking at the comments. It's always fun to just jump on the stream and talk about what you guys are talking about. Anyone pick up any junkyard dogs today? Graham, I have no idea what you're talking about, man. I feel like every time there's a bunch of different things, that a bunch of different NFT projects that are launching. It's just so hard to keep up with this. Do you guys know there used to be a time where probably just a year ago or 2 years ago, everyone in the NFT space would know every single drop that's happening, and everyone would go from one Discord to the other Discord. We see the same faces, probably the same 300, 500 people, and we'd be either buying it or not buying it, and everyone would still complain about the pre-sales because there'd still be so much hype. With just like 500 or 1,000 people. Now there's these tens of thousands of people, and it's crazy. Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Nir. Good to see you here, man. Buying 10 Queenies. Queenies. Queenies is the one that was one of the copy-paste projects from those Fame Lady Squad, wasn't it? What happened there? What happened to Queenies? I'm not sure. I think I wouldn't have imagined the prices would have done well because the tweet thread came out of them not being who they say they are. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good thing to go through, actually. Digital art chick recently took over the project pretty much, right? So we can talk about that a bit. I can't believe all this stuff happens in the space of a day, 24-hour period. And much of it actually happens in when I'm sleeping. So when I'm sleeping, all the good stuff happens. Let's see if we can pull up. All right, there we go. We'll talk about that. So we'll talk a little bit about Digital Art Chick taking over the contract or the project, really. See what's going on there. It's just so interesting what can happen in the NFT space. Like a project can do moderate or it can do really, really bad, but can be taken over. All the assets can be transferred, and the contract and the NFTs and everything can be transferred to a single person who can now be the new leader of this project. So it'll be interesting to chat about this topic, actually. A Bored Ape sold for 400 ETH. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. God. That's insane. I need to literally just rock up to the stream just 10 minutes earlier and then get you guys to tell me what's going on. Because, yeah, I can't rely on myself to keep up with all the news anymore. Jesus Christ. 400 ETH. Isn't that 1.2 mil? My God. Yeah. Let's go through a bit of this. Dang. You're right. 400 ETH for this guy. All right. We'll definitely go through a bit of Bored Apes. 9 a.m. on the dot here in Melbourne. So I'll start. Give it another minute. Let's see who comes in. Crypto Arty activity being pretty nutty. Let's take a look. Quickly pull it up. By the way, guys, if you are here, smash the like button. Smash the like buttons. More people will see my content, and more people will fill up the stream. How fun is that? Let me pull up Crypto Arty. I have a friend of mine who actually pings me with, hey, you're right, it is going nuts. Holy shit, I should have bought some yesterday. I mean, I did have people pinging me like 10 times over the last 3-4 days. You win some, you lose some, eh? I might buy some anyway when the stream is done. Maybe use one as a giveaway or something. 0.3 ETH, so $1,000 floor. Shit. Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. My bad. I've been doing all this stuff and staring at nothing. How do you enter the giveaway AB? I will go through that. We should start pretty much now. What's up, everyone? Welcome. 71 concurrent viewers at the moment. We can wait a little bit longer, or I can just get into it. But you know how it is, guys. We do this every single day, 7 p.m. EST, unless my baby is not allowing me to do it in the morning, which in case I'll probably do it later on, based on randomly whatever works at the time. Yeah, but we do this every single day, and I go through content based on what's hot in the NFT space, any projects that have been dropped recently, some tips in not investing, but just exploring the space and a different topic every day, talking to you guys every single day. We do a giveaway every single day as well. And today, guys, in the giveaway, all right, today in the giveaway, it's going to be pretty interesting. Now, this one is not that valuable in the sense of it's not, you know, 0.3 ETH or 0.7 ETH like a Virgu. I'm trying to tone it down a little bit with my giveaways. I think I'm like giving away too much money, which is cool. I love doing it, but I run out of stuff to give away because there's not. I mean, I'll just be giving away Astro Friends every single stream, or giving away something that we're all kind of probably gonna get bored of eventually. But I wanted to give away this thing, which I'll show you guys. It is an Eververse NFT. Eververse. I don't know. I'll call it. Let's go with Eververse because I'm Aussie. How we pronounce. I think that's how you pronounce this stuff. Eververse is giving away. I bought 50 of these NFTs. Right. I bought 50 of them, and what they are is they look like a random your average randomly generated PFP project. Right. We all know how these work. You get randomly generated traits. You can see you can get some females, you can get some males. Some are clothed, some are not. But the interesting thing about these is the gameplay. Check this out. Check this out. Now, I have no idea how this is going to do. I have about 50 of them. I bought it for 0.1 Ethereum. I was just like, all right, let's just see what happens here. Bought about 50. But the cool thing is, again, I don't know how this is going to do. All right, I don't know how this is going to perform investment wise. I just looked at this landing page and I pretty much FOMO'd in based on literally just looking at the website. But you get one of these things and you can play it in a freaking game. Check this out. It reminds me of Unreal Tournament. You can actually battle each other in a freaking game. I think that's cool, right? And we talk about these PFP projects that are, you know, at what we are seeing these PFP projects be, or NFTs generally, are literally in their most basic form. They're just a URL link connected to a token. The URL link shows you the picture of the token when you buy it. It's so basic what we're buying actually, but it has a lot of value because we are collectors and we like to collect or we like to use them. But I truly feel that the future of these PFP projects are actually buying them to utilize those in games and experiences and stuff like this. Like, check this out. This is what we should be buying. We should be buying this stuff, jumping in games, battling people, and come on, tell me how cool this is. So I saw this and I bought 50 of them. Again, I have no clue how this is going to do. The devs, I think, are Anon. I actually commented under them and I was like, are you guys gonna come public? And I understand crypto and NFT people being Anon. I totally get it. Crypto is a very risky place to show your face because if you don't have your security of your NFTs and your crypto assets held quite tightly, you can get doxxed. People can scam you and hack your laptops and stuff. But luckily, all my stuff is very safe and secure, and I've been in the space for a few years. And touch wood, I have not been scammed yet. So, you know, I'm pretty safe to put my face on YouTube, and I like doing YouTube videos anyway. So this is how I like to do stuff. But you know, these guys have this sort of a game thing coming out. They're also they've said that Eververse multiplayer PC game. Video game is a multiplayer social platform built on the NFT community. Each NFT is a rigged and animated playable game character inside the Eververse. Owning a first arrival's character grants you exclusive access to that avatar within the Eververse. Now, this project isn't being talked about much. I think they've been around for a while. Looks like they've got this your average roadmap thing. Eververse releases timer launches. The Eververse community decides future game design and gameplay updates. We partner with other NFT collections to bring their avatars into the metaverse. Okay, that's cool. We may be knocking on their doors as MetaKey. We build the Eververse into a play-to-earn NFT game chosen by our community. Anyway, this is who I'm giving away an item of. Okay, I'm giving away an Eververse item, and this may blow up, it may not. So let's give it a shot. We're going to be giving away this bad boy. We'll give away this guy, all right? 1046. 1046. The MetaKey just commented. Thank you, Michael, who runs our MetaKey socials. I'm going to pin this. And that's how we get it, guys. So you join the Discord, and once you join the Discord, you can. The Discord is the MetaKey Discord. You know how it is. You go to Matty Stream Giveaway channel under the depths. Once you join the Discord, and you smash this giveaway button, and basically at 9:43, which is about 36 minutes from now, it'll ping a winner, and that winner will be contacted by Michael, and then I will give the winner. I'll send the winner through the address, that NFT. So let's have some fun. And in 40 minutes, we'll check back and see who won this. But my hope, guys, my hope is that we really move to this sort of a model. We go from buying just PFP profile pictures, which is great. You know, that's cool. It has its space. It has its spot. But come on, like, we got to be doing this sort of stuff. This, whether it be games or whether, again, it could be tickets to a club. It could be, you know, characters that turn into this in Decentraland or whatever. But we would love to, I would love to be buying PFP projects that get me this stuff. So anyway, let's continue. We have a lot of content to go through, and let's not waste any time. Manny Pacquiao releases an NFT collection. Manny is, you know, I like boxing. I used to watch it quite a lot back in the day when Manny and Mayweather used to fight. But so when these sort of collections come out, I do pay attention. I don't know how this is going to go, but this Saturday, August 14th, Manny Pacquiao is dropping an NFT collection on Eternity Chain. So Eternity Chain has been getting quite a lot of celebrities dropping NFTs. There will be real-world experiences. There will be real-world experiences that will accompany the NFT that you will not want to miss. Now, Mayweather, I believe, when he dropped his NFT, I think the winner of that NFT got a chance to go and do a training session with Mayweather. I would have loved to do a training session with Mayweather. That would have been a freaking dream. Imagine if Muhammad Ali was alive today. No. R.I.P. Peace be to Ali. But you know, imagine if he was alive and you were able to meet him and have dinner with him or something. So what we're seeing, right? These NFTs that we're buying, they're definitely not just images. They may seem like that today, and I'm going to go through a couple of examples how also they're not just images, but they are tokens, guys. They're tokens. They're tickets to experiences. They are better seen as tickets to experiences, because whether it be hanging out with Manny Pacquiao, whether it be playing a game in Eververse, whether it be you know, going to a game, whether it be going to a virtual club, these NFTs can be identified. What an NFT does is, when people own NFTs and you know, you release them, say we release the MetaKey, right? The MetaKey now has 1,400 people that own them. We're slowly releasing them as the project and the community grows. We're not going too hard, slow and steady, but we are slowly releasing them. And now it has 1,400 holders. We, the MetaKey, knows who exactly, all those holders, right? We know who owns what, because we can look at the data and we can look at the Ethereum addresses. Now, we don't know the names, which is fine. We don't need to know the names, but we know their Ethereum addresses. Now, we can forever airdrop them stuff. We can forever say, well, these Ethereum addresses get access to our stuff. Or people that own these NFTs, or the NFTs themselves, the MetaKeys themselves, can get access to what we do. We can design a website that maybe we will sell a project, some items one day, and say, well, if you have these Medikey NFTs, then you can get priority access. We can have those value adds over time. So NFTs are way more than what they may seem today, and we're seeing a transition in that, and I think it's going to be really, really awesome. So anyway, Manny Pacquiao releasing an NFT collection. If you're a fan, now you know. Officially licensed product, Tops in beta form. Now, Tops has been in the space probably 2 years now, releasing NFTs, predominantly on wax. I think they released those, not Beanie Babies, those Garbage Pail Kids. Garbage Pail Kids was released on wax via Tops. Coming soon, explore the first ever Bundesliga NFT digital collectibles. Bundesliga being, I believe, German football league. I don't really watch sports that much. Should be. I don't. I'm kind of a workaholic, guys, if you haven't noticed. I love business, and I love streaming, and I love content, and I love community. I just love all of that stuff, and pretty much 24/7, that's all I do. My wife's like, why are you doing work? Why are you doing work all the time? And I'm like, well, this isn't work to me. It's fun. I love doing this stuff. That's why I can kind of be really immersed in it. But Bundesliga releasing NFT digital collectibles, I think this might be a big deal, guys, because NBA Top Shot was a big deal, not because crypto people were buying and selling it to itself, but because it brought in the masses. It brought in the masses of that crowd to come in and pay attention and put money in that was not crypto money, and that was fueling that. That's what made took NBA Top Shot from a $10 million economy to a hundreds of $1 million economy. I think it almost hit $1 billion in transaction volume. So I reckon this might be a big deal. Bundesliga, I'll buy some when I can. You go shop now, and it looks like it takes you to some sort of an email page where you can jump in and put your email. I think you'll be notified when they do a drop. Now, I would not be surprised if this stuff sells out real quick. There's plenty of sports fan in this space. I hope they do more than just drop collectibles, because NBA Top Shot did that, but they have games coming up that will bring more value to those collectibles over time. NBA Top Shot, I believe, still drop packs, so there are, there needs to be a little bit more than that. First ever Bundesliga NFT release commemorates an unforgettable 2021 to 2021 season. Your favorite players, rising stars, and top moments are all brought to you by are all brought to life by the NFT collection. So top moments. Let's see what it looks like. They've pretty much copied the NBA Top Shot thing. It feels like there's a pack opening experience, and I'm sure there's a bit of 3D art to it. Trending Bundesliga 2021 season collectible celebration NFTs. Yep. Check out historic moments. Yep. Comics. So take a look at the variety of NFT collectibles available. So there's a variety here: comics, signatures, and top plays. To be honest, guys, if these guys are just dropping collectibles, if they're just dropping NFTs, they've missed the point. They've missed the point, because Dapper Labs were in the space for 3 years before they dropped the NBA Top Shot stuff. And when they did drop it, they did say they've got games coming up where your moments will be integrated in, and that's why there were special statistics and stats and stuff coming up. Now, if these guys just drop collectibles and disappear, I can't see them holding value. I can't see them holding value long term. Maybe as a collectible, but come on, like when this comes out, and there's hundreds of different games that are coming out with NFT. There's hundreds of different other sports things coming out. Your own sports personalities and individuals are releasing them, right? Content creators are releasing NFTs. How will a project be able to keep people's attention? People's attention is very difficult to keep in the NFTs. And I truly feel that when you drop NFTs, you have to find the utility to those NFTs and build them in games for there to be longevity past a year or two. Unless it's a collectible, maybe that's connected to a brand that's very heavily desired. We'll see how this one goes. I'll show you another project that did drop collectibles and also had a gameplay mechanic, but didn't do too well. All right, now Justin Blau, our friend, who's a musician. He's a DJ. One of the very first to explore the NFT space. One of the very first, not only one of the very first musicians, but one of the very first individuals to explore the NFT space. There's interviews with him, I think, in 2017 or 2018, very, very early to the space. So respected Justin. If he tweeted, if you own any of my NFTs today, you'll get, if you own one of my NFTs today, you'll get to own rights in my music, which all means, I'm so blind, I can't even read this, which also means you're entitled to cash flows from that music soon. Now that's a big deal. If you own any of his NFTs today, you may get cash flow from his music. Now, this is another example, guys, another example of how NFTs aren't just pictures that we're buying. They're not just art that we're buying. They are experiences and a continuous opportunity for a collector to be connected to a creator, right? A creator could be a musician, it could be an artist, it could be an influencer. People call me influencers. I don't like being called an influencer. It could be me, a content creator, based on my projects and what I do. It could be a project. It could be anyone and anything. It could be your friend down the road who releases 5 NFTs to his neighbors and says, well, every Friday, if you have this NFT, you can come to my house on Friday on the evening and get some free Coke, right? So NFTs basically are like ID checks. They can, when you have the NFT, you can take that around and someone can say, hey, he's got that NFT, he gets a certain thing. So this is pretty cool. This is so cool. And there's a tweet back in the day when I made, when I saw Nifty Gateway, and I was like, I don't feel like I'm buying art today. I actually feel like I'm buying tickets to a future experience, so that when these musicians realize that they need to do more than just drop NFTs, and I'm sure Justin had this in plan, so no beef with Justin. But you know, the weekend drop NFTs, and he hasn't done anything yet. But I can see him coming back and saying, well, if you own those NFTs, you get a certain something, because there is an incentive to do so. If you want to further your digital NFT career, you have to give value to your collectors that have collected your work previously. If you don't do that, then new collectors will look at your work and say, well, he just dropped all these NFTs and they look like they've gone down in value. And instead of making them more valuable by not dropping more art, but giving value to those previous collectors by doing certain things, if you keep putting more art and content out there and the value keeps going down, well, you're going to get less and less people interested in buying your stuff. So this is really interesting by Justin. Now, legally, I don't know how this works, because I think it may be an issue, but who knows? I'm sure he's got that figured out. If you own any of his NFTs today, you get a share, possible share in that cash flow of the music. Now, what did this do to the price of his Faces drop? We all know the Faces drop that happened on Nifty Gateway. Here it is. So this thing dropped at the original price of $333. It sold 5,000 of them, which is what's that, guys? 1.5 mil. It's $1.5 million of these were purchased. They needed these 3 drops, and I think this drop altogether was like 3 to 5 million all up. But you can see here that when he made that announcement, this is on cryptoartpulse.com. When you search Blau, 3Lau, I don't think he likes being called 3Lau. 1 second. You can see here that in the last 6 hours or so, people have gone nuts buying his stuff. So I've searched Justin Blau, and you can see all of his NFTs being sold here, and the price slowly going up. So Faces. Let me search. If you were to just search Faces, you can see how much of these have gone up in value. So 660, 690, 550, 585. Looks like they're pretty much around the same price. But because there's consistent sales now, flippers are transitioning to long-term holders, right? I might actually buy more of these. I have 10 or 15 of them. I hesitate a lot to buy too much, but Justin Blau feels like a no-brainer to buy anything. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see musicians or creators moving in the direction of, wait a second, people now own my NFTs. What else can I do with this to make sure that the people that own my NFTs are very, very happy with them, right? It's about, if you drop NFTs and someone's complaining about them, you're gonna feel shit, because it's your artwork. It's you put something out there to your fans. They bought some of your stuff and they're not happy, right? It's not gonna feel that, you're not gonna be happy about it. Um. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Nifty Gateway. That's that. That's that. Now, 10 examples of people in the NFT space spending hundreds of dollars but making thousands of dollars. Think this space is just for the rich? Nope, it's for the hustlers. I made this tweet 8 hours ago, which was 1:20 a.m. Obviously, I was not sleeping last night till midnight. So I kind of got bored and put out this tweet, this thread of how people spent $20 to $50 on an NFT and ended up making bank, right? There's many examples. I got about 10 to 15 examples here. There are plenty more examples. In fact, there's many people in the NFT space whose life has been changed that have been involved in the last 1 year and prior to that. Even in the last 6 months, I'm sure people's lives have been changed on a personal level and an emotional level, and a fulfillment level. But on a financial level, many people have made good money with NFTs. And I'm often asked the question is, can you make, do you need to have a lot of money to participate in this NFT space? Because you obviously see people selling things for tens of thousands, and you're like, well, you feel a bit of FOMO in terms of wanting to buy it. But the reality is that the important stuff is hidden away somewhere, right? Somewhere in this space, kind of think about it as the real world, right? In the real world, there's ample opportunities around you. There's some guy in some country making a deal somewhere where he's getting a really good deal. He's got his contact, he's got his network. In the digital space, it's the same thing, where somewhere some deals exist, some opportunities exist, but you got to hunt for them. They can't just, you're not going to just hear these on Twitter. By the time you hear them on Twitter, it's sometimes too late, because then everyone rushes, and then you're going to get gas wars. You're going to get the cheap ones bought up. They used to be $40, now they'll probably be $300 because everyone's rushing to buy them. And then if you enter after, you're kind of buying it at $300, so you've missed the early opportunity. May still be an opportunity, but if you're getting involved when Twitter or Discord or some YouTube person talks about something or a project, then it's usually a bit too late. You could have gotten in earlier. So I don't want to go through all of these, but some examples are, again, Nifty Gateway. I remember, so Justin Blau's drop that we just saw, right? He was selling them for $333 each, and he sold 5,000 of them. So he sold $1.5 million worth, right? Now that's great. It doesn't really leave much room for new collectors coming in and buying, because usually what happens is the same person buys 20 of them, and then they try and flip them, and then they can't flip them for a profit, so they start trying to sell them for cost price. And so there's a lot of sell pressure sometimes when there's too much FOMO and there's too much buyers. But in the early days on Nifty Gateway, you can see here that Grime Monday, who is actually Slime Sunday, and if you've known Slime Sunday's work on Instagram, it's an interesting work, to say the least. But basically, he made this piece, which was his first open edition, The Last Stand of the Nation State. Sold them for $40 each, guys. But $40 each. Let's actually open it up here. Let's open this up. Marketplace. Where is it? Slime Sunday, open editions by Slime Sunday. Nope. This one. This, I believe, is his first one that he ever released, and I always invest in the first of anything. I think that'll always be a special release from an artist or a project or anyone. So I'm always about buying the first of anything. Right now, the first Genesis set, the first Genesis Medikey is 4.5 ETH, I think, and the other ones are about 1.5. So they're not as high as the first. And the first one, there's only 500 of them, but it was released at 0.2, so it's gone up like 20x. But it's more valuable than the rest by far, almost 3 times more valuable, because it's the first. Now check this out. So this one, $40, $40, $40, and only 415 was sold. So do the math. The math tells you that $16,000 was brought into this drop. Now, $16,000 for a drop is nothing, right? It was a very little amount of money, but back then it was great. It was like, wow, congratulations, Slime, right? This is a lot of good money coming in. Now the space has a lot more attention. So when there's an open edition, it does a lot more than that. But you can see how what happens is if you get in early in industries, you can get in at a cheaper price. You also get in when there's not much supply. There's only 415 of these, which back in the day, it actually seemed like a lot. I participated in this drop, and I remember thinking, oh, there's probably going to be way too many people buying these. Let me just buy 5 of them and see what happens. I actually ended up buying 7 of them or 8 of them for $40 each because they were just $40. And I was like, I just kept buying and buying, and I was like, let's just see what happens. And the NFT space blew up, and my 6 times 40 or 7 times 40, what's that? That's $400 investment. Eventually became $50,000 to $60,000. Now, back then, we didn't really know we were buying something that would blow up later. We were like, okay, we thought the industry would blow up, and you always doubt yourself when you're purchasing things, and not many people are paying attention. But industry did blow up, and this is the result, and this is why now, yes, it's worth $12,000, but back then it wasn't. So $40, and you can see here, the cheapest one is 11,888. Not just that, it's also the fact that there is only 43 for sale. So out of the 415, there's about 10% of that supply that is listed for sale. Out of that 10% listed for sale, if 5 or 10 of them sell, if 5 of these or 10 of these sell, then the price pretty much hits $20,000. So once 5 sell, the price pretty much doubles. If another 5 sell beyond the 20,000, then you're suddenly looking at, almost 40 to 50K, and another three or four from that, then you start to hit the $100,000 mark. So the floor, as you say, is quite thin. Crypto terminology. There's not many people selling them at that, and that's what happens after 6 months of an artist dropping an art piece, or a creator of any project dropping them, whether it be an NFT project. After 6 months, 8 months, or a year, what happens is flippers, they flip, and it goes from weak hands to strong hands, and the strong hands hold, and they don't list it for sale, and that's what happens, right? As more flippers go away, then the amount of sellers decreases. So instead of seeing 100 for sale, there's only 43 for sale, because the people that have it, like me, don't put it for sale, because we're long-term holders. So the less people you have it for sale, and the demand keeps coming in, well, you'll have to keep buying it for higher and higher. And this is why collector items like CryptoPunks, this is why CryptoPunks are now minimum $150,000, because for 3 years, flippers were slowly exiting that market, and it was going to stronger and stronger hands, right? And so sometimes this is why I just wait patiently for 6 months to see how many of the flippers go away. And I can always get things cheaper. Like right now, Justin Blau's art, you could have got it for $333 at the start, but right now, way more flippers have left. And yes, it is $500, $600, but if I bought it a month ago, it would have been the $400 mark. All right, big whoop, I buy it for $100 more, but I know that I'm buying it at a time where the open edition has closed. I know how many were minted. I can see that consistent sales are coming in. I know Justin Blau keeps forming as an artist. I can see the trajectory much more clearer. Let's keep going, guys. So this is one of the many examples. There were many Nifty Gateway art that have now gone on to be worth tens of thousands of dollars. This one's a crazy one. I went through this in the previous stream, but real quickly, this was a $25 minted purchase, guys. $25 purchase. It was sold recently for $300,000. That's one of the most insane flips I have ever seen. $25 to $313,000. I'm sure when you're buying it at $25, you might have thought it's a no-brainer, but I can guarantee you guys, back then, it doesn't feel like you're buying something that's that valuable. Just like how Eververse, right? No one's really heard of Eververse. You look at it, you're like, oh, that's a cool project. No one's speaking about it on Twitter. So when you're buying it, you're like, oh, well, no one's really talking about it. So you doubt whether it's going to be a big deal. But maybe one day someone will talk about it and it'll blow up, right? Maybe that'll happen. Who knows? But when that happens, that's when your early investment gets rewarded because you're buying it at a time when no one even knows what's going on, right? So, that's why I dig really deep. I buy stuff that no one's really paying attention to, because I feel like when people switch to paying attention to, that's when I make my money. That's when investments go up. And another example of that is Ethereum. Ethereum being a 2015 released NFT project that no one really knows exists. In fact, its existence has really come up very, very recently. And we can go through it real quick. Ethereum exchange. But this project was, what's going on there? Ethereum World Exchange. This project was a 2015 DevCon project where you could go in here and buy plots of land. You can buy these plots of land, which were tiles, and then you could mine blocks and then put those blocks in certain configurations so that they look like this. You can build a little pony or a farm or something, and it looks so basic, right? But CryptoPunks looks basic. CryptoPunks look basic. Autoglyphs, which are these things. These things, right? This is one of the first, if not the first. This is what Lava Labs say. The first generated art on blockchain, right? It's the first, what do you call it? It's the first computer generated art on blockchain. There's 512 of these, I believe. And the cheapest one right now, with one recently selling for 250 ETH, right? One recently actually sold for 250 Ethereum. Check this out. They look basic, don't they? But again, they are the first, and people were buying them for peanuts back in the day. They were I think they were free to mint, or they were like $100 to mint or something. Auto glyphs. They've got a collector base. Danny has some. Jimmy's got some. I think Pranksy had some before. Doesn't have any anymore. So they've got their own collector demographic. But check this out. They were sold for 285 Ethereum, 259, 265, 269, 254, 280, 205 Ethereum for this basic looking thing. It's not about what it looks like. It's the historical significance. DC investors got some. There you go. Right? It's the historical significance that these items play when the project and the industry blows up. And that's the best part about them. And yeah, that's why I think Ethereum looks basic, right? Looks so basic, but it's the first, as far as everyone knows, it's the first NFTs that were ever released on the Ethereum blockchain, which were recently brought to light, where CryptoPunks were said that they were the first for 3 years, but I don't think they knew that these guys existed. Now these guys existed, so they had to change the wording on the website, on the CryptoPunks website. And I recently bought 6 tiles for 25 Ethereum each. 25 Ethereum, I think, is like, what's that, $70,000 each. So it was like almost $500,000 spent on these tiles. But as the news goes forward and as people realize that CryptoPunks weren't the first, these guys were. My hope is that they become a collector item. There being only 476 of them, who knows? They can pick up. History is history. You cannot go back and change history, right? You can't go back and change the minted time and date. You can't talk about CryptoPunks being the first anymore without saying Ethereum was before that. So the documentaries that will forever now be made about the NFT space cannot say that CryptoPunks were the first. And so that's what I look at in the future, is that when documentaries are made in the space, who will they speak about? Who can they not avoid speaking about? They're the projects that will cement themselves across the space as more and more people come and watch it. So, Ethereum, autoglyphs, CryptoPunks, the simple is interesting. And that's why, going back to this tweet thread, Squiggle might have looked very simple at the time, but no one would have expected the industry to blow up. So, as collectors and people are passionate about the space, you're really just looking around being like, oh, that looks really cool. It fits my taste. I love generative art. I'm sure other people would. They buy it, and then more people come in, and things start blowing up. So congrats to Akira, good friend of ours. I've done some work with him with the Decentraland. where we made a little spot with all of our galleries next to each other. So it's a little bit of a fun spot with him. NBA Top Shot, not much to say about these guys. We all know what happened. Packs blew up where people could have bought them in the very, very early days for $9 each, and then they were just going nuts, right? People's $10,000 investments went to millions. People who spent $10,000 on packs, guys, literally went to millions of dollars worth of investments. Now, obviously, they had issues with pulling that money out. I think part of it was some KYC and legal issues, but yeah. Uniswap airdrop. Now, this was an interesting one. So Uni is the ticker or the token for Uniswap. And if you guys, by now, I hope you all know what Uniswap is, because it is probably one of the most important protocols in our lifetime right now so far. But it's a spot where you can simply go and exchange your tokens. So you can go, well, I want to swap my Ethereum for Mana, right? Or my Ethereum for whatever it is. You make a transaction. Maybe you want to swap, 0.0001 Ethereum for 5 Mana. Maybe that's what you want to do. But what happened is that Uniswap, they airdropped every single user of Uniswap, right? Whether that person had spent a single dollar or whether that person had spent nothing. I think even if you had just signed into the website, if they had read that you have done anything to do with Uniswap, you were sent 400 Uni tokens. 400 Uni tokens. So I actually had I think 5 wallets that got them. Uni CoinGecko. I had 5 wallets that were eligible for the Uni airdrop, or I think 4. So 400 times 30 is, 12,000 USD today. I actually sold them when they were $4 a piece, so I didn't really make this much money. But now they're $30. So each drop, right? You could have maybe just, and I know this happened with the Axie Infinity crowd, because back then it was much different to what it is now. But Filipinos and other people from countries, third world countries, were using Uniswap to transfer their SLP tokens to money, and maybe they were just doing it for $10, $50, but they all got airdropped Uni tokens. So just being a participant in this space got you an airdrop. Now, believe it or not, guys, I know someone that has 60 wallets. He's a developer. He's got 60 wallets that was eligible for this airdrop. 60 times 12,000 is that 600K? Yeah, I think that's. Is it 600K or is it yeah, it's 600K. Okay, it's about $600,000. So I don't know if he kept that money or what's going on, but developers would have made bank because they use different wallets to test things, right? I know someone who has a lot more wallets, but he doesn't have access to them because, again, developers test stuff, so they just get rid of the passkeys. Like, who would keep the passkeys for tens, multiple wallets? 720,000 USD. Thank you. Insane, right? Again, an opportunity to just be in the space, guys. Just be in the space and do things. You can always be rewarded, whether it be an airdrop eventually. And don't fall for scam airdrops, all right? Just because someone says there's an airdrop coming doesn't mean it's legit. Never give your pass code or pass fees. Only if projects are legitimate. So, for example, Uniswap has the checker. It's got the tick. We all know Uniswap. We know the legitimate project because many people use them. But if it's some other project or company saying that, don't worry too much. Now, Decentraland masks, real quickly, were these masks that you could have got. I think there were 7 different masks that were the very first wearables in Decentraland. Now, these are worth now $3,000 to $5,000 each. Not too much, but considering you could have got them for free, basically just going in there and playing a quest because they just put a tweet out saying, "Hey guys, we just need some testers to come in and mess around with our quests and walk around a little bit, do a few things, and if you do that, you get $3,000 to $5,000. You get a mask, and that's how it panned out. Now they're worth $3,000 to $5,000. CryptoVoxel's land selling for hundreds back in the day. Now a minimum of 10K for Origin City land, which is their middle island. People Art, $1 is now minimum $300,000. One recently sold for $300,000. I think the recently listed one is about $350,000. Axie Infinity Axies themselves, they used to be $5, even less. They used to be like $3 back in the day. I remember going in when I was learning Axie Infinity, and I bought 80 Axies because I was just learning, right? And I was buying them for $5 each. I was buying them for $30 each, and people were like, "Matt, you're just spending too much on Axies." And I was like, "I don't care. I don't know what I'm doing. It looks like these Axies are doing well. I'm just throwing some money at here because I need to learn it." Those are now worth 10 times the price I paid for them. So 80 Axies times $5 was $400. Now they're worth like 4 to 5K. It's crazy. I didn't even buy them to invest. I actually bought them to play the game because I wanted to learn what the hell the Axie Plus was. But me doing that, learning to play the game, got me serious about investing, and that investment alone has made me a lot of money. But this, it's just interesting to see that back then, again, when there was not much noise, you could have made a lot of money with this. NFT related cryptocurrency, so Mana Sand, Axis. What's the commonality between all of these guys? They're not brand new projects. There are projects that have been around for 2 years, 3 years, and they've got a token that wasn't that high at the time. And it was a thought that, well, they could go really high because these projects will go on to do really well in terms of gameplay and whatever they want to deliver, and they'll be well talked about in the crypto world once NFTs blow up. There was that. Then there was obviously Mooncats, Ethereum, Curio cards that were forgotten about for 3 to 4 years. And because they were forgotten about, they could have been claimed for pretty much free. If you were quick enough to pick up on that, or when they were talked about. Now, creating art projects or creating your own art, what do all of these have in common? Blah blah blah. So, turning hundreds of dollars into thousands of dollars in many cases has come true for people. These are just some, like a fraction of the examples out there, and I really don't want to hear people complain about saying, well, you need a lot of money to participate in the NFT industry. You don't. You need to try harder than other people to participate in the NFT industry if you have a low budget. You have to create art, right? Maybe get a job in the NFT industry. Maybe try and find a Discord admin role. Put time and effort into the space to generate money. Use that money to invest. Learn about investment through that process and get better at generating more money. There is still ample opportunity out there. Some possible under the radar projects, guys. Rare Pepe's on Counterparty. Counterparty used to be sort of like how Ethereum is, an open platform where people can build projects on it. I think Counterparty used to be something similar to that, but on the Bitcoin chain. So on Bitcoin, someone made a fork chain or some sort of a side chain called Counterparty that you could build stuff on. So Rare Pepe's was some sort of an art. People could make Pepe art and submit it to Rare Pepe's, and they would mint it on Counterparty. And these guys existed 4 to 5 years ago, I believe. MLB Crypto Baseball. We'll go through this soon. Gods Unchained cards. We'll go through these soon again. Went through this. So MLB Champions, guys, was a 2018 project where the Major League Baseball came in, and I think Lucid Sight was the developer that made this. But they came in and they released some sort of a NFT game where you could purchase these. Where are they? You could purchase you could purchase these figurines. You purchase these figurines, and it's kind of like a fantasy sports sort of game, right? You purchase the figurines that are different players, and based on the games that are played, you win or you lose. What you win is more figurines. You win more figurines, you use those figurines to play more games. The problem is that everyone started winning figurines, so they went from, only having like 10,000 figurines out there. There was hundreds of thousands of figurines, way too much supply, and people's $100 rare ones just became not rare anymore because they were just giving them out. There was no hard cap, I believe, on these. They were just not rare anymore, right? There was a really bad economic design. And because of the bad economic design, it was a forgotten project. You can see, you can go to MLB Crypto. There's nothing that can be played. MLB Champions pioneered licensed sports collectibles NFTs starting 2018 and with its final season in 2020. So it stopped in 2020. But there is no more. You can't buy these anymore. You can't buy them anymore. The project has stopped. You can read some facts, but they don't do anything anymore. But they were the first licensed. I think they were the first licensed sports collectible on the blockchain. And if that's the case, and if 2018 becomes an iconic year because of that being the case, then maybe people will rush to buy them, right? That's a theory. That's a scenario that can be played out. That's a scenario that can be played out. Now, the beautiful thing is that you go to MLB Champions, you check out the activity, and things are cheap as the 0.05, 0.025. The cheapest figurines are like, I don't even know how much this is. 0.01 is like $30, right? $30 to $40. So this is a long shot. Okay, it's a bet on the industry maturing and sports being a huge deal in the space, and these becoming a collector's item because they were the first licensed sports on NFTs. Obviously, it went on to not be a good project, but many of the early ones that folded didn't go on to be a good project. They folded, like Rare Pepes don't really collect them anymore. Ethereum, people forgot about them for 5 years. People forgot about them, right? But they were dug up when there was a reason to dig them up because they were historically significant. So these might be a thing. Okay, these might be a thing. Who knows? I think I've got like 100 figurines back in the day. I might buy some more. Who knows? I might wait a little bit till the my Ethereum goes up in value, and maybe I can buy them in bulk from someone or something. But there's that. There's Rare Pepes and Gods Unchained, Axie Infinity land play items. Now, Axie Infinity. Let's open up the marketplace. I'll show you guys some stuff, right? I think, and this is another prediction, I base my investments based on what I assume, right? I have certain assumptions in my head how certain industries will play out, or certain trajectories certain games will take, and I kind of just buy some based on those trajectories. But here you can see that Axies obviously sell for $500 a piece. Lands are going for bonkers money now. The cheapest land is 18K. Oh my god. I used to have 100 Savannah plots. I used to have like five. I probably had $1 million land portfolio which I sold for like 30K back in the day. That's a tough pill to swallow. But I still have my items. I still have the items that I got for the land play, right? And I feel like the items haven't had that much attention because Axie has not gone towards their they haven't released their land gameplay yet. But you can see you can still buy some of these cheap. 0.05 Ethereum. It's not as cheap as other things, but and these are the rares. So let's see what the commons are going for. The commons are going for $140. $136, $140. Is there any cheaper ones? $250, $150. This is actually doubled in price since I last checked, maybe a few weeks ago. But I feel like Axie Infinity items are a lost, a kind of forgotten, or haven't really picked up that much. You can see sales are not that frequent. There's like 3 or 4 per hour. Compare that to the amount of Axies sold every hour. Maybe when they go live with the land gameplay, I think this might blow up. So I actually did have a strategy at some stage to go in and buy land items in bulk, but I didn't have the time to do that. I wish I did, because I truly feel that items might be a long hold. So another opportunity where you don't need tens of thousands of dollars to participate. Yes, you may need $140 or $150, but based on Axie Infinity blowing up, you can pretty much make that money back at the very least. If you don't, if you do bad, you can probably make that money back, or make a profit if you just wait a little bit. Again, not investment advice, just literally based on an assumption. Okay. So again, guys, there is that I hope that covers the topic of, is there opportunity to be made in the NFT space without spending tens of thousands of dollars? There absolutely is, guys. All right. There's so many opportunities that come my way that I look at, and that's why I'm so liberal with my money spending, because at the very least I know I can pull that money out, right? I might lose a bit of money, but in most cases, when the demand goes in that direction, I end up making money. So I think the difference between people that have been here in the space for 2 to 3 years and those that are somewhat new is the confidence in the market. And it's also, I guess, buying into hyped projects, and a lot of people have lost money because they're buying into hyped projects that already are, selling 10,000 items of a freaking banana. How is that going to hold value, guys? Right? Buying 10,000 pickles, how the fuck is that going to hold value long term? Sorry to swear. I hope I don't get cancelled by YouTube. But there's obviously hype selling these items, right? There's obviously hype selling these items at some stage. But it's just funny sometimes. Gods Unchained. Gods Unchained is another one. Oh, yo, our giveaway bot would have spat at someone. Congratulations to Ram Shravan. Ram Shravan. Might be Indian. I have many Indian friends, so I think your name may be Ram. So congratulations, man. You won the NFT from Manny. So 260 entrants, pretty cool. We had 263 before. Congrats to you. You won our Eververse giveaway. I hope that project does well for you, man. And everyone here. I love to see projects like that do well. They're obviously putting a lot of effort, and it's just fun giving those items away to you guys because I get to talk about them, and you get to have a piece of that, so you can participate in whatever that is. Remember, guys, every single day, Monday to Friday, I'm giving something away. So hopefully, everyone here on stream will win something. Let's keep going. Gods Unchained, guys. Gods Unchained, another opportunity, and this is probably the last time I'll talk about on the stream opportunities. But Gods Unchained is this game that was released again in 2018. Right? It was released in 2018. Their pre-sale. They've got Chris Clay, who's the former game director of Magic the Gathering. And they were a very big deal 2 years ago, guys. They were a massive, massive deal 2 years ago. One of the most promising projects in this space. They basically held their pre-sale for a whole 12 months. For a whole 12 months, they wanted to sell X amount of cards before they stopped selling them, and people could keep buying those cards. But what happened was, in the last year and a half, is that gas fees went too high, and so people wanted to trade a 50-cent card, but you'd have to spend $10 to do so. But the gameplay is out, and people keep playing the game, and Gods Unchained has their own chain now, Immutable X, which they'll transition all their assets over to, and it looks like they're going to switch on gameplay. Right now, there are ample cards that are still from the Genesis set. So the Genesis set cards have a fixed supply. They will always be the first release set. You can see here, there's Genesis, there's Promo, there's other releases, so Trial of the Gods, Core set, etc. The Genesis one is the fixed one that was the first release, which I have a bunch of. If you sort by the lowest price, you can buy these for 40 cents. You can, I think this is on Ethereum, but on the immutable chain, on the immutable chain, you can probably buy them for 40 cents. Personally, if Gods Unchained goes crazy and does really well, then I can't see why these would not go up in value. The videos that I was making a year ago, guys, from this point, from this date pretty much exactly, actually no, about a year and a half ago, from this date, I was making videos on how CryptoPunks were selling for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, that same CryptoPunks that I was talking about, there was the apes back then, they were selling for 15K. The same CryptoPunk is selling for probably $5 to $10 million plus. A lot can happen in a year and a half. So the video that I'm putting out right now, there will be some gems in there, which we'll look back at in a year and a half, and we'll be like, shit, the project ended up doing really well. So anyway, the cheapest ones are, 40 cents you can get some of these for. Now, if you open up the thing and you can see the graph here, if I click all time, it kind of gets skewed because somewhere in here, the graph has changed from Ethereum prices to cents or dollars or fiat. But you can see here the last month, the last 30 days, there is consistent volume coming in. People are coming in every day, buying 15, buying 20, buying 10. August 1st, people are buying 5, 10, 15, 20. There are sales happening every single day. So what's going to happen? You tell me. You tell me what's going to happen when these sales keep coming in at 5 to 10 a day, and the floor, you can see, probably in a month's time from now, will probably be somewhere closer to 90 cents or $1. Right? That's what happens. When demand keeps coming in, the price price goes up. So in a month, from a month now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, a year from now, if Gods Unchained can build a gameplay mechanic that keeps people in there, then you can probably bet on these cards doing well. Now, these are the cheapest ones. I believe they're commons. Rarity, you can go to legendary ones, which are much more scarce. You can see there's only 1,500 of these each, as opposed to what we saw before. Now, you can see the all-time graph. It's a bit of a weird one where it was like 12, 15 bucks. But now, it looks like it's slowly starting to go up. $40, you got $58. Again, what's going to happen every day? The best thing to look at is volume. You want to see volume coming in consistently, where people are coming in and buying some every single day. The more volume it is, the more quicker the price will increase, at a certain time. So you can see here that the current floor price is 56, but probably in a month or 2 or 3 months, the price will probably be $100, maybe 150. So, there are still some opportunities out there, guys. There are still many, many opportunities out there. If you want to just spend $10, just buy some cards, or just buy some other things out there that are peanuts right now. And who knows, if the industry blows up, you can do quite well. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, guys. Game does look very cool, and it is pretty cool. I have played it. It's pretty much a Hearthstone clone. If you played Hearthstone before, where it's kind of like a turn-by-taste TCG, a trading card game, or a gameplay strategy game, it's pretty fun. I also think what Immutable will be doing soon is allowing people to earn money while playing the game. Because with Axie Infinity, you can earn SLP tokens while playing the game. So I don't see why Immutable or these other projects moving forward will do the same thing, where you can earn crypto tokens while playing the game, and therefore more people would want to play the games, more people would want to participate in this, will buy these assets, etc., etc. Okay, let's go through a couple of these guys. It's already 9:57 here, so I'll be finishing up in about 5 minutes. But all right, so Digital Art Chick recently with this Fame Lady Squad drama, basically saying that they're a bunch of dudes, and they're saying we're very sorry that this is a big deal, but everyone basically being mad at them, so saying that because they've for a very long time they've said that they're females. You can see here they've said the team is Cindy, Kelda, and Andrea, which is not true. Digital Art Chick, or artchick.eth, has said that she's taken over the contract. So it said here that vote yes, and the ownership will be taken over by this person. As you can see, Digital Art Chick comment below. We are very excited to the idea of getting another chance and doing this right. So they said, okay, we can transfer this across to her and a couple of other people. FLS floor is up 800% in the past hour after the team indicated they would transfer the contract to me following a vote. This strips them of future royalties and control of the FLS. Blah 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 blah. Looks like it is now in her control, her and whoever else is behind this. After this transfer is done, I'm stepping away. There will be no benefit to me from any of this, and I'm too controversial to have a say. I'm actually glad she stepped away, not because she says she's controversial, but because from now on forever she has to be part of the project, and that's a different dynamic to being just an investor. If you're just an investor, you can just get lost and do your own thing. If you're part of the project, then it is now your responsibility to hold value to this project, which is very tough to do. Very, very tough to do. It's very time consuming as well. Here at the Medikey, we've got 5 people full time. We have an office. We've got a huge amount of expenses to do what we do. You can't just take control of a project and build that long term by yourself. So interesting to see a transition, and it's an example of how an NFT project can suck, but can transition into something else. And that person, because there's NFTs out there, you can keep giving value to it. Like for example, right, Justin Blau said that he's sharing future royalties. Now I, for whatever reason, can say, yo, Justin's a good friend of mine. From now onwards, 1% of whatever money I make on YouTube will go to people that own Justin's art. I can say that, right? For whatever reason, I can do that. And suddenly it'll give value to Justin Blau's artwork. So NFTs are out there completely open for anyone to get involved, whether they are the creator or not, to give value to them. So that's another dynamic that is really interesting to think about. I don't know who will do that, but I can see someone saying, oh, yo, we're making a cool new game, and anyone that owns CryptoPunks or owns the Medikey or owns any of these NFTs, in our game, these NFTs will be a stat boost, right? It'll give you an extra 1% in walk speed or something. So suddenly, imagine like if that sort of stuff happens, what that will do to the early NFTs that are released. Now, Bored Ape Yacht Club has been on fire. It's literally been on fire the whole time. Floor is about 13 to 14 ETH. 400 ETH sale. Man, I'd pretty much straight away say that's bullshit, but it's Bored Ape Yacht Club. These guys have been on fire for a very long time. Looks like what's rare about this, guys? So what's rare about this? Looks like it's got laser eyes. There's only 0.7% that have laser eyes. There's only 70 that have laser eyes. There's only one, it looks like, that has laser eyes plus a gold one. Gold being 0.5% being solid gold. Well, 0.5% is only 50. So there's only 50 gold apes. Looks like it's a double rarity. It's like a extremely rare, in fact. Looks like there's only one that's available with laser eyes and is gold. Isn't that crazy? Peggy Jan, what's up, my man? Already giving it away, bro. Already giving it away. We gave away a Eververse. We gave away a where is it? An Eververse NFT. So we gave away one of these bad boys, and apparently you can play this in a game. So it'll be this sort of a gaming shooting thing universe. I hope this thing comes to light because this looks freaking sick. But yeah, that's what we've given away, and I want to give away more NFTs like this. I think it's way more fun doing this sort of stuff. All right, guys, let's keep going. Is there anything else we can go through really quickly? We'll go through Crypto Arty. We'll just call it Crypto Arty. Arty looks like it's a 2018 project. So some of these look like they were minted before autoglyphs. Looks like these were given away before autoglyphs, which could have made these the first generative art on the blockchain. Now, because of that narrative, they've kind of picked up a lot again, and it looks like they used to be what? It looks like they used to be 0.06. Look at this. So 5 were sold here at 0.06 ETH, and now they're at 0.4 ETH each. Looks like they are blowing up. There's a lot of volume coming in. Kicking my butt for not buying any, but things are being rediscovered, guys. Things are being rediscovered. People claiming to be the first seem to not be the first. And it's a hunt to find the history. It's a hunt to dig up the history and see what's up. All right, guys, I think that may be it. Let me talk to you guys in the chat a little bit. Are IMX still raising funds for their project? No, they're not, Nish. They actually did a private round for their funding. IMX, in fact, tokens, what they do sometimes, they do a private round and then they go public. My fund is an investor in IMX tokens, so I am excited to see what they do. I'll probably grab more at the exchange. If IMX token doesn't blast off straight away, I will absolutely grab some. Considering that Matic has done really well as a scaling solution, IMX token literally has like 5 to 6 big games, from Gods Unchained to GOG, Guilds of the Guardians, to Ecomi. Ecomi has transitioned to IMX now, Ecomi being a multi-billion-dollar crypto project. They've got a pretty good ecosystem, guys. Let me just quickly bring them up. IMX Twitter. Okay, it's not these guys. But I do want to, again, total disclaimer that I have an investment. My fund has an investment into IMX. Also, it looks like they're giving an airdrop. They had a picture here. They had a picture here of their ecosystem of all the projects on the Immutable exchange. But anyway, it looks like Ecomi is going to Immutable, being a scaling solution. So for me, if IMX gets released and they do not blast off straight away and they're under the radar, you can better believe I'm going freaking heavy on IMX, because if Matic does really well at the layer 2 solution, to be honest, Matic hasn't had much competition. Now, I'm a big fan of Matic. I'm a good friend of Sandeep. We have talked many times. We've done some stuff together. Great guy, great project. I personally like to diversify. So if Matic does not blast off, if IMX doesn't blast off, Matic has not had competition as a side chain, proper competition. Now, there are other side chains to Matic, but what Matic have done very, very well is they knocked on the door of every single project that they could possibly do, from Decentraland to OpenSea to all these other projects that needed a scaling solution. And they were like, guys, we'll fix your solution. We'll do it. Come to us. Let's do it. They got it done, right? They got it done when all these scaling solutions were just coming up. And because of that aggressive nature of them, they are now very well diversified across the Ethereum as a second layer solution. But if IMX can do the same, it looks like they've already got 5 to 6 to maybe 10 partners that are launching on IMX or Immutable, then they could potentially do well, right? What people like to do is buy the potential next project that could do that well. And so as Matic has already made big waves, I don't see why IMX couldn't. So let's see what happens with that. What's up? Let's see what else we can talk about. Pulsar 79, Ryan, I don't know what you're talking about. Adi is art in Spanish, Maddie. Really? Didn't know. How do you pronounce it? Arte? Am I saying it right? Let me know if I said that right. Look at Galaxy Fight Club, collab with Bulls on the Block. Cool Cats, Wicked Craniums. Next stream, Kagi. Next stream, my man. We will look at that stuff. You grab any Vox collectibles the Gala drop yesterday. No, I didn't, dude. I didn't. Gala games I haven't really looked into Gala games a lot, but it looks like they're doing really well. They haven't really made much noise in the crypto space, I don't think, but they're doing pretty well. IMX sharing a portion of fees with stakers too, correct? So if you're a staker, you get a portion of the fees. OpenSea building on it too. There you go. So OpenSea will also accept IMX token. IMX token might do really well, guys. So watch out for that one. If that doesn't blast off straight away, I'm telling you straight here. I'm telling you straight up, I'm buying more, right? I already have some, and that's locked for a certain period of time. We can't even sell that as a fund. That's what happens as an early investor. What happens is you get locked up for a certain period of time, which is fine, because if early investors just had unlocked tokens, they pretty much dump it straight away, right? So we're locked in for a certain invested period. But as a free person, for me personally, hell yeah, I would buy some IMX. Thoughts on Star Sailor Siblings project? I've been asked that many times, but I haven't looked into it, man. Zach, great stuff, Maddie. Been following you on Twitter, but first time tuning in. I will be back. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I own nodes on Gala, but don't really like the leadership there. Ooh, Kagi with the facts. Kagi with the facts. Sometimes leaders can destroy projects, guys. Sometimes a game can be awesome, and I haven't not looked at Gala, so I can't comment on this. So we're just taking Kagi's word. But generally speaking, sometimes leadership can suck, right? But the project might be promising, and it's a tough decision to go in on those for me, because the project might be so exciting. There could be the next big thing, and they may have such an exciting idea, but the leadership could do the really bad economics. So, for example, we just went through MLB Crypto, MLB Champions, right? There's a huge need for fantasy sports on blockchain and NFTs, using NFTs in that space. We've seen So Rare do extremely well. We've seen NBA Top Shot do extremely well and probably transition into that. But MLB Crypto was just really seeing too much supply. So they had a lot of stuff really well, but they messed up with the economic side of things. And it's not their fault. It's to some degree because they were so new. It was hard to pick up what's wrong or right. Now we know that supply should be capped, and there should be, a very strong strategy behind supply and demand. So, yeah, it's a tough one. Watch your last couple of vids. This is the first one watching live. Gonna make this my regular schedule, 1 a.m. UK. Nazir, thanks, man. 1 a.m. UK. I'm sorry. I am sorry it is that late, brother. I feel like I need to do these streams twice. So maybe I might start doing them at maybe I'll do them at 3 a.m. or something. I love doing these streams. I just gotta put my baby to sleep and maybe just jump on a random random stream. Yeah, who disliked this damn video? Smash the like button, guys. I get more people jump in. What else can we go through? Gala kick people that talk about price. Really? They should just make a bloody price channel that you could talk about price. Have I seen animators? No, I haven't, but I have seen them do really well. Athil saying super bullish on ZK rollups. So the scaling solution is a ZK rollup solution. I'm not a dev. I have zero idea what the heck that means. All I know that it's different to what Matic have done. Matic being what they call, I think, a plasma sidechain or some shit. We need to get Vic in here to talk about dev stuff. But ZK rollups has been tweeted with Vitalik saying that they're a pretty good scaling solution for Ethereum. 2 a.m. France gang. Shit. I didn't know it was that late for you guys. I gotta do these earlier. I might try to do these at 6 a.m. It's 9 a.m. in Australia. If it's 6 a.m. then I miss my Aussie crowd. So I don't know what to do now. Maybe in the evening sometime. But I think I'll try and find a sweet spot, guys. Or you know what? I'll do this stream twice. I'll do one stream in the morning and another stream. I gotta do these twice. There's 2 time zones and I have to try and make it work. So I'll try and make it work, guys. What would you recommend for how to find hidden gems outside of Twitter and Discord? Discord. It's not outside of Twitter, it's Discord. Discord's not bad. It's just that there's too much shit to keep up on top of. So you gotta find your tribe. You gotta find people that hang out in a certain Discord, whether they be because it's the same project or it's just a fun space. I have a bunch of different channels that I have different groups that alert me and be like, yo, Manny, check this out. You know, some of them are just a group of 5 friends. Some of them are my personal in real life friends. Some of them are one of my really good friends who just pings me every time he sees something about the NFT space. You know, and he's deep in the Discord. So I think, honestly, I think there's so much noise in this space that you have to be part of a clique. You have to be part of a group of people that keep you in tune of things. You will never find all the opportunities out there, but if people are bringing to you filtered opportunities, then you know that can work really, really well. Maddie, do you know Luxo and the Materialize? I don't know Luxo. I think Luxo is meant to be some sort of e-commerce solution. Same from Germany here. Thank you, the Euro guys. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you for sticking around. But I will try to do this quicker. You have a kid, you can't. Don't lie to yourself. I know, man. I know. I have a kid, but I think in a month or two, hopefully she's 4 weeks now, and I hope in a month or two she'll be much more settled. So I gotta find a way to escape and do these randomly. You know, worst case scenario, guys. Worst case scenario, I'll do these streams, and at 3 a.m. and my kid will be crying, and I'm just gonna bring it to the stream. All right. Worst case scenario. That's just what's gonna happen. I'll be putting her to sleep on my shoulder, and I'll be trying to smash the stream out. But this show must go on, and there has to be 2 streams. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this stream. Thanks for tuning in. Lots of new faces, lots of new people. Thank you again for supporting and watching this live. 7 p.m. EST, Sunday to Thursday, which is my Monday to Friday. So my Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. is 7 p.m. EST, Sunday to Thursday. Tune in then. Tomorrow is Friday, Melbourne, and I'll be doing one last stream. But we will, you know, we do this every single day pretty much. I want to do this more and more frequently because it's just so much fun. Make sure you smash the like button and share this on YouTube. Join the Discord if you want to talk about NFT strategy. A big thank you to everyone tuning in. And yeah, let me know what else you guys want to talk about in the next stream. Give me some pointers on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I leak a lot of my alpha before it even hits the stream. But we'll see you guys back tomorrow, guys. So take care, have fun, and have a great rest of your night. Sleep well, sleep tight, or good morning. Have the best of your day today. Take care. Have fun.